you have found my secret trying to conceive YouTube channel. That's not really a secret so much as a not advertised. And the reason why I'm doing this on here is because I have a lot of family, like close personal family, that watches Kyle and Court. And that's really awkward to be like, hey, close personal family relative, who I don't want to talk about this stuff in front of. We are totally trying to have a baby. Awkward. So yeah. Well, anyway, I guess before anybody like freaks out about like, oh boy, we actually, this is like our pre-trying to conceive. So I'm starting our pre-trying to conceive. And what that means is like, I'm not quite ready to make the plunge and try. Like Kyle is. Kyle's like, yeah, okay, whenever you're ready. He's cool though. He totally is like waiting for me. You know, all he ever says is I don't want the kids too far apart, which I don't either. So that's not like I'm getting pressure from him. But anyway, so yeah. So I started tracking my periods as soon as I got them back after having Sophie. And then in April, I started actually tracking my ovulation. And the reason I track is because I have a very short luteal phase. And I'm going to use a lot of trying to conceive terms. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should, I don't know, you know what? I will find a link of a page with trying to conceive definitions and I will put it below. Because I think a lot of people are like, what the heck does BD mean? What's DH? What's all that stuff? And I know I had to learn it like when I was trying to conceive Sophie. So anyway, so I'm not going to really stop and explain stuff, but you can like have a reference, okay? So anyway, so in April I started tracking, and so anyway, I have a short luteal phase. So basically like sometimes basically from when I ovulate to when I get my next period, it's short, which means that there's not always time for the fertilized egg to like implant. So that can cause a problem. Before we had Sophie, I went to the doctor and he actually helped me chart and we did all these things, and I had basically a preconception exam, which I recommend to people because it was really helpful, and I got up to date on all my vaccinations and blah blah blah. And yeah, and so it was actually, and before I go any further, I want to say that we conceived Sophie really in 3 attempts, like technically 2 because the first time we were kind of off a little, but we conceived her really quickly, so it ended up not being a problem. But knowing that sometimes my luteal phase is like literally like 9 or 10 days, and sometimes it's 12. But because of that, like I know we kind of have to get our timing right, and that's why I follow when I ovulate. Not to mention the fact that I don't have a normal cycle. My cycle is really long, so I don't ovulate around the time that average women do. I ovulate later. I don't ovulate until around day 21, 22. I think the average is like day 14. So if I was just going based on averages or going right in the middle, I would probably never get pregnant because I would be totally missing the boat. Unless we just happen to also, BD like right at the right time, just accidentally, like it would be really hard. So anyway, so here's what I've been doing. Alright, I'm not gonna like zoom in on it. So I've been doing that since April. And in April, I ovulated on day 21. And then in May, I ovulated on day 22, right? Everything's going great. Then comes my June cycle, and I never had a positive ovulation test at all. Like, I got to day 23, and, like, the line got wider. And I was like, well, okay. So I thought, well, maybe I just missed it with my testing, even though I'm pretty good about testing. Like, I know what I'm doing. So I didn't worry about it, but then I came when I should have had my period, which should have been around cycle day, anywhere from cycle day 32 to cycle day 34, and it never came. Never came. Took pregnancy tests. I was like, well, we were using, I shouldn't be, but just in case, nothing, right? And I just never got it, and it was so annoying, and this just happened. So I was really angry, right? Because I was like, are you serious? And I was like, oh, I must not ovulated, and so I'm not getting my period. I have never in my entire existence, since I've ever even paid attention, not had a period. So I was like, missed one, except when I was pregnant. So I was like, what the heck? Why, when we're so close to trying to conceive, is like my body suddenly like being annoying? So anyway, I was more mad than worried, right? So then though on day like, this just happened on like cycle day like 42, I just got my cycle, like my period. So what? Like trust me, that is so weird for me. But whatever, I think I was just stressed and I messed it up, and I don't know. So I'm not really that concerned. I think that like something made me kind of fluky. But anyway, we're back on track now. So yeah, so now we're back here, and I'd actually tested 2 days into this cycle because I was like, I thought I just missed my period, so I was like just starting all over again, but then I stopped because I'm on it, and I'll start testing again after. But yeah, so I'm not going to try this cycle, but we're going to try next cycle, I think. So, oh boy. But I'm really trying desperately to lose like 10 pounds before that happens. Okay, so I have like 50 days before the next time I would ovulate. 50. Or maybe it's 49 now, I don't know. Anyway, so it's totally possible to lose that much weight. Like, that's not really that big of a deal. That's not losing it too fast or anything, okay? So that's my goal. I'm trying to do that. I feel like I'm being so personal, and it's because I would never talk about this on my other channel because of the family. So like, I'm being all open. And you know what? I'll probably put these on my other channel after we get pregnant, because then it's like it won't matter. But anyway, do you guys know what I mean? It's like awkward for personal family to watch these and then like not even talk to you about it. Like, to me that feels weird. Like, it doesn't feel comfortable. I'm like, just come and talk to me about it. Why watch the video and then never make a comment? That's weird. So anyway, I don't like that. But yeah, so there was a bunch of like information right there, TMI information. So that's it. So yeah, trying to conceive our second kid, getting ready for that. And I know if I'm trying to lose weight and I'm kind of hardcore, it can mess up my ovulation again, but that's a chance I'm willing to take because I'm so close to like my weight loss goal of what I wanted to be before we got pregnant with our next child. So it's important to me to like kind of reach that point. And so anyway, yeah. So wish, you know, I don't know, like hopefully everything's cool and good luck to everybody else out there. Baby dust, woo! And hopefully this time we'll get, you know, because I chart and I use Fertility Friend to chart. And because I chart and because I know when I ovulate, blah, 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 I'm hoping that we get pregnant quickly like we did with Sophia. So, you know, I hope, God willing, that we do, because I want our kids to be close together, and I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, alright, so that's it for now. I will update again later. Bye, y'all.